Hey there, you're looking kind of cute. Don't forget to subscribe and check out all my other socials. Enjoy. The cardboard box fell from the top shelf. Its things spilled across the bedroom floor. Soft, light-colored fabric and lace spread out at her feet. She froze and stared at the pink satin slip that landed on her black work shoes. "What is this?" she whispered. Footsteps stopped behind her in the doorway. The room went quiet. "I can explain," he said quickly, his voice shaky. She turned and held up the slip. Her husband stood in the doorway. His face was pale. He held on to the door frame. His gray suit looked tight and uncomfortable. "How long?" she asked. She sat on the bed and smoothed the satin on her lap. "Years," he said, not looking at her. "Even before we met. And you never told me." "I was scared," he said. His voice broke. "I thought if you knew, I would lose you." She picked up a white lace bra from the pile, examining the delicate embroidery. Size 36B, the same as hers. "Come here." She patted the space beside her on the navy comforter. He crossed the room on unsteady legs, sitting carefully at arm's length. His auburn hair caught the afternoon light streaming through the window. "Look at me." Green eyes met brown, swimming with unshed tears. "Do you want to wear these?" She gestured at the scattered clothing. A single nod. "Show me." "What?" "Put something on. Show me." His hands trembled as he loosened his red tie. "You don't have to do this. We can pretend you never found them." "I don't want to pretend." She stood, gathering several items from the floor. "Here, the bathroom's right there." He took the bundle of pink fabric and white lace, disappearing behind the bathroom door. She heard the rustle of clothing, a zipper, then silence. "I can't come out." "Yes, you can." The door opened slowly. He stood in the doorway wearing the pink slip, the hem falling mid-thigh. The delicate straps highlighted his narrow shoulders. His face burned crimson. "How do you feel?" Exposed, terrified. A pause. Free. She studied him carefully. The slip hung loosely on his frame, but something in his posture had changed. The rigid tension that always lived in his shoulders had melted away. "We need to go shopping." "What?" "This doesn't fit you properly, and pink isn't really your color." She tilted her head. "I'm thinking jewel tones. Emerald would be stunning with your hair. You're not disgusted?" She crossed to him, taking his face in her hands. "I married you. All of you. Even the parts you were too scared to show me." Tears spilled down his cheeks. She wiped them away with her thumbs. "What do I call you when you're dressed like this?" He bit his lip. "I've always thought Daphne." "Daphne," she smiled. "It's pretty. Classic. You really want to take me shopping?" "Tomorrow's Saturday. We'll make a day of it." "But people will see." "Then we'll go somewhere nobody knows us. There's that big mall 2 towns over." Daphne fingered the hem of the slip. "I don't know anything about shopping for women's clothes. Not really. Just what I've managed to order online." "Lucky for you, I do," she grinned. "First things first, though. Let's see what else is in that box." They spent the rest of the evening going through the hidden collection. A black cocktail dress that was too short, several pairs of heels in the wrong size, pantyhose still in packages, lipsticks in shades that would clash horribly with that auburn hair. "How did you even pick these colors?" "I just grabbed whatever looked pretty. I was always too nervous to spend time really looking." "Well, that's about to change." She held up a particularly garish orange dress. "This has got to go." "I know it's awful. I ordered it online and the color looked different on the screen. We'll build you a proper wardrobe, but first..." She studied Daphne's face. "Your skin is good. We'll need foundation, but not much. Your eyes are your best feature. We'll play those up. You're really okay with this?" "I'm more than okay. I'm excited." She squeezed Daphne's hand. "I always wanted a shopping partner." That night, they lay in bed talking until dawn. Daphne shared stories of trying on her mother's shoes as a child, the shame and confusion that followed. The years of hiding, purging clothes in fits of self-loathing only to slowly accumulate new ones. "I used to dream about being a woman, wake up disappointed it wasn't real. Do you want to transition, Hormones? Surgery? I don't know, maybe. I've thought about it, but it seemed impossible. Nothing's impossible. She traced patterns on Daphne's arm. We'll figure it out together. Morning came too soon. They showered separately, and Daphne emerged in male clothes, jeans, and a blue polo shirt. The contrast jarred after the previous evening. Ready? No. But Daphne grabbed the car keys anyway. The drive took 40 minutes. They talked about everything except what they were about to do, filling the silence with chatter about work, the weather, plans for dinner. The mall parking lot was already half full when they arrived. Where do we start? Macy's. They'll have the best selection. She took Daphne's hand. Remember, confidence is everything. You belong here as much as anyone. The cosmetics department overwhelmed with its bright lights and endless displays. A saleswoman in a white coat approached. Can I help you, ladies? The word hit like a physical blow. Daphne's hand tightened. We're looking for a full makeup consultation. New look for my friend here. Wonderful! Let's get you seated and we'll do a color match. For the next hour, the saleswoman worked magic with brushes and powders. She explained each step, choosing warm tones that complemented the auburn hair. When she spun the chair around for the reveal, Daphne gasped. Is that really me? The face in the mirror was undeniably feminine. Subtle contouring had softened the jaw. Rose gold eyeshadow made green eyes pop. Lips glossed in dusty pink completed the transformation. You're beautiful. Her wife's voice was thick with emotion. They left with a bag full of products and detailed instructions. The lingerie department came next. A grandmotherly saleswoman measured Daphne with professional efficiency, recommending styles that would create curves. You want padding here and here. This bra will give you a natural shape. Daphne emerged from the fitting room in a cream lace set, turning nervously. How does it look? Perfect. We'll take 3 of those. Department by department, they built a wardrobe. An emerald wrap dress that made Daphne's eyes shine. A black pencil skirt with a silk burgundy blouse for work. Jeans that hugged in all the right places. Flowing skirts in jewel tones. Comfortable flats and low heels in black and nude. I can't believe we're doing this. Daphne ran her fingers over a purple cardigan. Believe it. Try this on with those dark jeans. Hours passed in a blur of fitting rooms and decisions. They stopped for lunch at the food court, bags piled around their feet. Everyone's staring. Daphne hunched over her salad. No, they're not. And if they are, it's because you look amazing. The makeup's probably a mess by now. It's holding up fine. Stop fussing. She reached across the table. How are you feeling? Overwhelmed? Happy? Scared? Daphne met her eyes. Like I'm finally becoming myself. Good, because we're not done yet. We're not? Hair. Yours is the perfect length to style, but it needs shaping. The salon took walk-ins. The stylist ran his fingers through Daphne's auburn waves, discussing options. Keep the length, but add layers. Frame the face, maybe some subtle highlights. Just shaping for now, Daphne's wife interjected. We want to keep the natural color. An hour later, Daphne stared at her reflection. The cut was undeniably feminine, falling in soft waves past her shoulders. One more stop. Her wife led them to a quiet jewelry store. What are we doing here? Ears pierced, unless you object. Daphne touched her earlobes. I've wanted to for years. Then let's do it. The piercing was quick. Small gold studs now adorned each ear, catching the light when Daphne turned her head. They drove home in comfortable silence, the back seat full of shopping bags. At the house, Daphne hesitated at the door. What if the neighbors see? Then they see a beautiful woman coming home from shopping. Inside, they spread the purchases across the bedroom. Daphne touched each item reverently. This must have cost a fortune. Worth every penny to see you smile like that. She started removing tags. Now, what do you want to wear first? The emerald dress? Good choice. But shower first, then we'll redo your makeup. Daphne emerged from the bathroom in a white terry cloth robe, skin pink from the hot water. Her wife worked carefully with the new cosmetics, recreating the saleswoman's techniques. Close your eyes. Now look up. Perfect. The emerald dress slipped over Daphne's head like water. It cinched at the waist, the skirt falling just below the knee. Black pumps with a modest heel completed the look. How do I look? Like yourself. Tears threatened to spill. The makeup is waterproof, I made sure. She smiled. Now, let's order dinner. I'm thinking Thai food. Like this? Exactly like this. When the delivery arrived, Daphne hid in the kitchen. Her wife accepted the food, tipping generously. You'll have to get used to answering the door eventually. Baby steps. But Daphne was smiling. They ate pad thai from containers, careful not to spill on the new dress. Daphne moved differently now, with a grace that had been suppressed for years. I never want to take this off. You'll have to eventually, but there's always tomorrow. What about work? Monday's coming. One day at a time. For now, just be here with me. They curled up on the couch, watching mindless television. Daphne's head rested on her wife's shoulder, auburn hair spilling across the gray cushions. Thank you. The words were barely audible. For what? For seeing me. The real me. I've always seen you. You just finally let me. The weekend passed in a blur of outfit changes and makeup practice. Daphne grew more confident with each passing hour. Sunday evening arrived too quickly. I have to go back tomorrow. Daphne stared at the business suits in the closet. Do you? I have that presentation. The clients are expecting... They're expecting someone who knows the material inside and out. That can be you in any clothes. I can't show up to work in a dress. Why not? You have appropriate options. That black skirt and burgundy blouse are perfectly professional. Daphne's hands shook. Everyone will know. Know what? That you're a woman? Yes, they probably will. It's not that simple. It's exactly that simple. She took Daphne's hands. You don't have to do anything you're not ready for, but don't let fear make the decision. They spent the evening preparing. Daphne practiced the presentation in her emerald dress, gaining confidence with each run-through. Her wife offered suggestions on posture, voice modulation. Speak from your chest, not your throat. Better. What if they laugh? Then they're idiots and don't deserve you. Monday morning arrived with unseasonable rain. Daphne stood before the mirror in bra and panties, paralyzed by choice. The gray pencil skirt, her wife pulled it from the closet. With the white silk blouse, professional but feminine. My hands won't stop shaking. Then I'll do your makeup. She guided Daphne to the vanity. Close your eyes. Trust me. 20 minutes later, Daphne looked every inch the professional woman. The outfit fit perfectly, the low black heels comfortable enough for a full day. Your turn to drive today. Her wife tossed her the keys. What? Why? Because I'm coming with you. You don't have to. I want to. I'll work from the coffee shop down the street, just in case you need me. The drive to the office took forever and no time at all. Daphne parked in her usual spot, staring at the familiar building. I can't do this. Yes, you can. You're Daphne. You're brilliant at your job. You're going to walk in there and show them exactly who you are. What if HR... Then we deal with it. Together. She kissed Daphne's cheek. Now go. Text me after the presentation. The walk from the parking lot to the building entrance stretched endlessly. The security guard did a double take but said nothing. The elevator ride was mercifully empty. The office buzzed with Monday morning energy. Conversations stopped as Daphne passed. Someone dropped a coffee mug. By the time she reached her desk, the entire floor knew. Good morning. She kept her voice steady, setting down her purse. Her assistant, Marcus, recovered first. Morning. Your 9 o'clock is in conference room B. I put the files on your desk. Thank you. She focused on the presentation materials, ignoring the whispers. At 5 minutes to 9, she stood, smoothed her skirt, and walked to the conference room. The clients were already seated. Richard from accounting was there, mouth hanging open. Good morning, everyone. She connected her laptop to the projector. Shall we begin? For the next hour, she was simply Daphne, expert in her field. The clothes didn't matter, the makeup didn't matter, only the numbers, the projections, the carefully crafted solutions. Excellent proposal. The lead client stood, extending his hand. We'll need a few days to review, but I'm impressed. She shook hands firmly. professionally. The meeting concluded with promises of follow-up calls. Back at her desk, her phone buzzed. A text from her wife. "How did it go?" "Nailed it. Knew you would. Lunch?" "Please." The morning crawled by. Some colleagues avoided her. Others stopped by with awkward but genuine support. Janet from HR appeared at 11. "Could we talk privately?" The conference room felt smaller with just the two of them. "I need to understand what's happening here." Janet's voice was carefully neutral. "I'm transgender." The words came easier than expected. "I'm Daphne now." "I see, and this is permanent?" "Yes. We'll need to update your records. Email, nameplate, insurance documents. Is Daphne your legal name?" "Not yet." "But it will be?" "Yes." Janet made notes. "I'll send you the necessary forms. We'll need to inform the team officially. Do you have a preference for how that happens?" "Email is fine. I'll draft something for your approval." Janet paused. For what it's worth, that was the best presentation I've seen all quarter. Lunch was at a quiet restaurant 2 blocks away. Her wife was already seated, jumping up for a hug. "Tell me everything." Daphne recounted the morning over soup and salad, the stares, the whispers, but also the unexpected allies. Marcus didn't even blink, just asked if I needed anything. Good people show themselves in moments like this. HR wants to send an email, make it official. How do you feel about that? Relieved? Terrified? Both? Both is normal. She squeezed Daphne's hand. I'm so proud of you. The afternoon brought more of the same. By 5 o'clock, exhaustion weighed heavy. Daphne collected her things, noting the new nameplate Janet had already ordered. At home, she collapsed on the couch, kicking off the black heels. I did it? You did it. Her wife curled up beside her. First day is the hardest. What if every day is like this? It won't be. People will adjust. It'll become normal. I need to legally change my name. I know a lawyer. We'll call tomorrow. They ordered Chinese food, eating from containers while Daphne soaked her feet. The auburn hair was mussed from the day, makeup slightly smudged. You look beautiful. I look tired. Beautiful and tired. Tuesday was marginally easier. The email had gone out Monday evening, and most people had processed their initial shock. Daphne wore the black pencil skirt with the burgundy blouse, gaining confidence with each passing hour. Wednesday brought the first real test, a client lunch with conservative investors. Daphne chose the gray suit with a cream shell, professional to her fingertips. Gentlemen, thank you for joining me. If they were surprised, they hit it well. Business was business, and her numbers were impeccable. By Friday, a rhythm had emerged. Morning makeup routine, choosing an outfit from the growing wardrobe, the drive to work with NPR playing softly, coffee with Marcus, who had become an unexpected ally. Your 2 o'clock rescheduled to Monday. He handed her the updated calendar. Thanks. Any reason? Something about a conflict. Want me to follow up? No, Monday's fine. She studied her schedule. Quiet afternoon. Good. You've earned it. The weeks blurred together. Legal paperwork was filed. The name change would take months, but the process had begun. Hormones were discussed, researched, ultimately decided upon. You're sure? Her wife held the prescription bottle. I've never been more sure of anything. The changes came slowly. Softer skin, subtle shifts in body composition, emotions closer to the surface. Through it all, her wife was there, holding her through the mood swings, celebrating the small victories. My driver's license came today. Daphne waved the plastic card. Let me see. Her wife studied the photo. Beautiful. And officially Daphne Marie. Officially Daphne Marie. She tucked it carefully into her wallet. Months passed. The seasons changed. Daphne's hair grew longer, the auburn waves now reaching mid-back. She'd learned to style it herself, though she still treated herself to salon visits. Just a trim today? The stylist ran her fingers through the length. Just a trim, keep the layers. Her wardrobe had evolved too, the initial panic purchases replaced with carefully chosen pieces that reflected her emerging style. Classic with a modern twist. Always appropriate, never boring. That dress is perfect. Her wife zipped up the back of a navy sheath. The partners' dinner won't know what hit them. You think it's too much? I think it's exactly right. The partners' dinner was an annual affair. Daphne had attended 5 times before, always in a dark suit, always blending into the background. Tonight was different. They arrived together, her wife stunning in emerald green. The hotel ballroom glittered with chandeliers and conversation. Heads turned as they entered. Daphne, the senior partner, approached with his wife. "So glad you could make it." "Wouldn't miss it, Robert." She shook hands confidently. "You remember my wife, Patricia?" "Of course. Lovely to see you again." If Patricia was surprised by the transformation, she didn't show it. "That dress is gorgeous. Where did you find it?" The evening flowed smoothly. Conversations about work, travel, the economy. Daphne found herself in a discussion about emerging markets with several executives, her expertise evident. "Brilliant analysis." One of them raised his glass. "We should have you present at the board meeting." "I'd be honored." Later, dancing with her wife to slow jazz, she whispered, "Thank you." "For what?" "For seeing who I could be before I did. I just saw you." The board presentation led to a promotion. Senior Vice President Daphne Marie Anderson. The nameplate gleamed on her office door. "Congratulations." Marcus brought champagne. "Well deserved." "Want to be my executive assistant?" "The position comes with a raise." "Absolutely." Life settled into new patterns. Early morning yoga. Coffee and newspapers in bed on Sundays. Date nights every Friday, trying new restaurants or revisiting old favorites. "Remember our first shopping trip?" Her wife held up a faded receipt found while cleaning. "How could I forget?" Daphne laughed. "That orange dress. Hideous. The worst." She pulled her wife close. "Best day of my life, though." "The day I found the box?" "The day you helped me stop hiding." Their anniversary approached. 5 years since that afternoon, when everything changed. Daphne planned meticulously, making reservations at the restaurant where they'd had their first real date as themselves. "Why are you being so mysterious?" Her wife tried to peek at Daphne's phone. "You'll see." The night arrived perfect and clear. Daphne wore the emerald dress, now a favorite. Her wife chose black, elegant, and timeless. "You look incredible." "So do you." The restaurant was exactly as remembered. Soft lighting, intimate tables, the smell of garlic and fresh herbs. They were seated at the same corner table. You remembered. Every detail. Daphne raised her wine glass. "To 5 years of being myself. To 5 years of loving all of you." They clinked glasses, smiling over the rims. "I have something for you." Daphne pulled out a small wrapped box. "We said no gifts." I lied. She pushed it across the table. "Open it." Inside, nested in velvet, lay a pair of emerald earrings. They matched the dress perfectly. "They're beautiful." "Turn them over." Engraved on the back in tiny script, "For seeing me, forever, D." "I love them. Help me put them on?" Daphne came around the table, fastening the posts with steady hands. Her fingers lingered on her wife's neck. "I love you. I love you too. All of you. Always have." They ordered the same meals as that first night, laughing at the memory of Daphne being too nervous to eat. "You pushed food around your plate for an hour. I was terrified you'd change your mind." "Never crossed my mind." She reached across the table. "Best thing that ever happened to us." Finding that box? Finding each other. Really finding each other. After dinner, they walked through the city, hands clasped. The night was warm, sidewalks busy with evening crowds. No one gave them a second glance, just another couple in love. "Dance with me." Her wife pulled her close as street musicians played nearby. "Here? Now?" "Right here, right now." They swayed together, oblivious to passers-by. The auburn hair caught the light from shop windows, flowing as they moved. "Thank you," Daphne whispered into her wife's ear. "Stop thanking me." "Never." The music ended. They dropped money in the musician's case, walking on through the night. Past the shop where they'd bought the first dress, the salon where Daphne first got her hair styled, the coffee shop where her wife had waited during that terrifying first day at work. Look how far we've come. Together. No other way to do it. At home, they sat on the porch swing, watching stars appear between city lights. Daphne's head rested on her wife's shoulder, breathing synchronized. What are you thinking about? The future. Our future. Daphne sat up. I want to help other people. People like me who are hiding. Support group? Maybe. Or mentoring. Something. She twisted her wedding ring. I was so lucky to have you. Not everyone does. We'll figure it out. Together. Always together? Always. The swing creaked gently as they rocked. Somewhere in the distance, a dog barked, the normal sounds of life continuing around them. Ready for bed? Her wife stood, extending a hand. In a minute. Daphne gazed at their house, windows glowing warmly. Just want to remember this moment. What's special about it? Everything. Nothing. Just happiness. They went inside hand in hand. Tomorrow would bring new challenges, new victories. But tonight, there was only them. Two women in love, building a life without masks or pretense. In the bedroom, Daphne carefully hung up the emerald dress, fingers lingering on the fabric that had started everything. Her wife watched from the bed, smiling. No regrets? Only that it took so long to find myself. You were worth the wait. Daphne climbed into bed, auburn hair spreading across the pillow. 5 years since that box fell. 5 years of becoming. And still, every day brought new discoveries. I love you. Simple words, profound meaning. I love you too. Sleep now. They curled together, breathing slowing. Outside, the world continued its spin. Inside, two hearts beat in rhythm, finally whole, finally home. Morning would come with coffee and conversation, work weeks and weekends, challenges and celebrations, but always together, always themselves. The auburn hair caught moonlight through the window. Daphne smiled in her sleep, dreaming of tomorrow's possibilities.
Her wife pulled her closer, protective and proud. This was their life now. Authentic, honest, free, and it was perfect.
Thanks for watching. Don't forget to check out my other socials if you want more content, early access, behind the scenes, and more. All links down below.